Creating a persona that you can truly connect with and relate to is always a real challenge. Personally, it took me years to finally find a design that really feels like me. I always kept designing and creating OCs and sonas, but none of them quite felt like me. I would always switch to a new design and never feel satisfied. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you have all the tools you need to design a persona that feels authentic and uniquely you. But first of all, what is a sona? A sona is a way for people to express themselves and a way a person wants to be perceived. There are different types of sonas, like personas, and I will explain how they are different things from OCs. Basically, a persona is a sona that can be classified as a furry, an anthropomorphic character, and a persona is a character with more human aspects than a persona. A persona usually really looks like an animal, meanwhile a persona looks more like a human, but with characteristics that aren't especially human, like horns, wings, or even animal characteristics. Think of a sona as you, but in character form, whereas an OC is more like a completely separate creation. One of the key aspects of a sona is that it always represents its user. So one important thing to do is to reflect on yourself and ask yourself a few questions. First, what traits define you? Are you brave, kind, sneaky? Do you like cake a lot or do you like space a lot? That's up to you. What are your strengths? Is it art, your imagination, creativity, your knowledge on a particular topic? Like, do you love space a lot? If you do, then maybe you could make a sona that's about space. Are you creating something entirely new or amplifying parts of yourself? For example, my persona that you can see right here was based on my own personality. I am someone pretty impulsive who always needs distraction and hates being bored, like obviously a lot of people, I think. So I made my persona a species of shapeshifter that dies when it gets too bored. All aspects of your person can be used to make a compelling persona. Take your time with this part, it's the foundation of your sona. The more honest you are, the more connected you'll feel to your creation. Visual tools are usually very helpful to help you start imagining what your sona could look like. Pinterest, as always, is your friend, and you can copy and paste your inspirations onto Milanote to have a mood board and add small notes of things you would like to incorporate to your persona. You can also use other medias than Pinterest to get inspiration. You can look at art books, real-life people, already existing characters, art blogs. The source for inspiration is absolutely endless. You could create boards for color palettes, outfits, hairstyles, or even personality traits. So, here is a little example of what your mood board can look like. So I didn't actually add a mood board when I created my sona, but I created one that I think is what my mood board would have looked like if I made one. If I had made one. So basically the key informations are here. We've got the overall vibe here and here with little funny images like this one, I think, which represents pretty well my sona, I think. This one too, by the way. And you can also add characters that would remind you of your sona, your hypothetical sona, since you don't really have one at this point. Also, what I think I would like to add as an outfit, so here a yellow coat I added because yes, I love yellow coats. And just a quick cute car image because I just love cute car. I'm completely cute car. Here we also got the hairstyle, what it could be. This is also quite a cool thing to add if you don't really have ideas. You can just go on Pinterest and then type hairstyle with the length of hair you want, and then you've got it. So yes. Then one thing I wanted to talk about was also where you can get inspiration. So of course there's Pinterest here, but you can also get inspiration from shows like The Amazing Digital Circus, what I think really has incredible designs. I They're all pretty simple, just like because I think design should be simple. Well, maybe not the ball, because it's not overly complicated, but it's not the simplest. So we've got Pomni. Pomni is pretty simple, I think, also, but it's a very intelligent design in my opinion. So here you've got a few cool designs. You can get inspiration from here too. You can also get inspiration from websites like characterdesignreferences.com. It's pretty cool. You've got a lot of references for different types of characters, like teen girls, girls, pin-ups, big girls, women, old women, and then kid boys, teen boys, and etc. So that's a cool thing too, I think. In my opinion, it's a pretty good, pretty good help. Then, of course, you've got just the classic Pinterest, but it's cool to diversify your sources. So here is a little guide, so you know exactly how to gather all the key informations you need. First, think about if you want to use Milanote in Notion or even physical journals to brainstorm. Once it's done, here are a few categories you can explore. The aesthetic. Maybe you love the soft pastel tones of cottagecore, the bold and edgy vibe of punk. The personality. Is your Sona a trickster, always causing chaos, or more of a calm and wise mentor figure? The theme. Do they live in a futuristic cyberpunk world, or are they grounded in a cozy slice of life setting? Then you can start designing. Use all the information you've gathered and the images you've saved to start creating a first sketch of a Sona you will stick to. This is where your Sona really starts to come to life. Have fun experimenting and don't stress if it's not perfect on the first try. Once you've got your first sketch, ask yourself questions. Again. Does this design reflect the vibe you want? Is it practical or overcomplicated? How does it make you feel? What's one thing you would absolutely want your persona to have? Share it in the comments. I really would like to know. I'm a very curious person. So these questions will help you know what to keep or remove for the final design. And finally, for the last part of this video, I'm just going to give you a quick tip. Keep it simple. Simpler designs are usually easier to replicate and connect with. This is a mistake I've made in the past. Looking at super detailed VTuber models, I thought I should have an overcomplicated design too, but the truth is no. You don't have to make it over detailed. Look at my persona, she's very simple, barely any details. But it's what makes her so easy to draw and replicate, and that's what made me truly love her. I can literally draw her anywhere I want. I suggest you focus on 2 to 3 standout traits or features that define your Sona. Remember, simplicity doesn't mean boring, it means focusing on what really makes your Sona shine. So these were my old Sonas. But first is this one. So this one was actually the first version of the Sona, this one. But I think it's still kind of too complicated. A lot of hair clips and details, kind of like, I don't know. It's not the most complicated, but it's still not the simplest. But it's alright, you know. It's I could have kept this one, but I just didn't like it that much, I guess. And then there's this one. Oh my god, this one is shy. It's like look at all these details. I don't even know where to look at. It's pretty. I like this one. I really like it, but it's really way too complicated. Like, yeah, no, too many details. I didn't even finishing it. Like, I stopped. I stopped here. But I think you see what I mean when I say that too complicated isn't going to help, because I never ever drew this OC on digital. Like, I never drew it. Never. So yeah, too complicated doesn't mean good. I mean, it's good. It's a good design, I think, but it's not especially a good Sona, because it's not a character I'm going to draw a lot, and I don't think it's a character people want to draw a lot, you know. So yeah, definitely avoid making it too complicated, too detailed, or no, just make it simple, and you'll see it's going to be much better for you. And there you have it. Now you have all the steps you need to create a persona that feels really like you. Remember, this is your creation. It doesn't have to be perfect right away. It's about expressing yourself, having fun, and making something that you can really connect with on a personal level. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear about your sonas, what's their vibe, their personality, or even their aesthetics. Drop a comment below and share your ideas. And hey, if this video helped you out, don't forget to share and like, maybe even subscribe, you know. Until next time, happy designing, and I can't wait to see what you create.